It's the NFL on EA Sports. All eyes are on Ja'Marr Chase. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the...
Out is the... And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Allen. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return will stop right around the 25. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown. From the 29, Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
2nd and 9 now. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. On second down, a run with ETN. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The quarterback taken down and sacked. 3-0 after 1 on second quarter now, and it's London with the football. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Again, they'll throw with Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it left side to Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man Johnson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Dancing away at the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there, and they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. Etienne to about the 35, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock off.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 4. Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen to throw once more. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Allen. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
This pass completes a record. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Etienne up the middle, down to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the field. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
London about set to take over on offense. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one is incomplete.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Now Allen.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Another tote for Etienne.
Dancing away at the 35. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Second and 2.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff for Etienne.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Quick slant here to Smith.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first down, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. His throw incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Looking to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run with Etienne. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 70 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Black Knights are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the counter, Etienne.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now back to throw.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Allen now on 1st down. Catch is made here by her. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Allen again. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room.